News it or lose it, guys. Friday, April 29th. We're going to cover Ukraine on this one because there's a lot going on and it's not good. Europe. Russia has made according to reports, two advancements on two separate positions, north and south, in eastern Ukraine. This is not good. You can only get so many weapons in there at a time from America into Ukraine from other countries. I mean, there's only so many people qualified to move weapons, get trained in Poland, trained in Ukraine. So Russia has a lot more troops. It's a big problem. That's why they need more aerial weapons. Ukraine needs the aerial weapons. I mean, this is very horrible, sad news because more Ukrainian civilians and the soldiers are dying, which I've seen pictures and videos, and it's horrifying, guys, horrifying. The Ukrainian army has taken out a lot of tanks, a lot of aircraft. The Russian military is a quarter of the Russian military combat forces have been killed by Ukrainian military because of our supplies, Poland supply, NATO supply, other countries supplying. Yeah. Russia can make about 500 tanks a year. We've already taken out 250. We've taken out, I say we, Ukraine has taken out, right? We're supplying lots of money, right? And expertise training. We have taken out 2 years worth of combat personnel, enemy aircraft, tanks, and helicopters. Ukraine has, with our help and other countries' help. 2 years. They're 2 years back now. Cargo planes too. Russian cargo planes have been taken out. Helicopters, fighter aircraft. Yeah, and since Russia is run by a criminal gang of these oligarchs and Putin, people don't want to fight for them, and they're being pushed into it. So they don't have anything to fight for. They know it's bad government, bad boss, and a bad fight in Ukraine. So the Russian people don't want to fight. But of course, Putin is threatening, and Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, he's another piece of work, is threatening nuclear weapons. Yeah, right. The weapons would blow right back onto Ukraine. Right back into Russia, and they would obviously hit Ukraine and Europe. That would trigger Article 5, like I said yesterday. Biden this week was talking, the CDC was active about COVID. They have that new disinformation job that the Republicans are screaming about. They're saying they're going to censor foreign nations and foreign governments and foreign bad actors that tries to take over the narrative here. That'll be interesting to see. According to Jen Psaki, the spokesperson, the White House spokesperson, Biden spokesperson, she's saying that President Trump in the last administration started this. So we'll look into that and see. Also, Mayorkas, the head of Homeland Security, Mayorkas testified about the border. So there was a lot of the Republicans are saying cover up that they're using. The Democrats are saying this was CDC, the director's job was created this week of that new disinformation. The lady that is head of that is young. She's probably like 30, 35, and the video that they have out on her kind of looks a little unprofessional, I felt. We'll see where it goes. President Trump supposedly started it. I don't know. Mayorkas, he caught HE double hockey sticks, which for you guys don't know what that means, hell, from the Republicans on the border. A lot of people have died of overdoses. 42 terrorists have been let in, and one of the Republican senators from Ohio, Jim Jordan, was screaming about what's the status of those 42 terrorists that were caught at the border. Many people have died crossing, including one of our Texas National Guard. Very, very sad. So these people, if you do things legally, stay in your own country, fight it out. That's the advice I would give them. You're paying coyotes and drug dealers to come here. You're walking through a hot desert. Kids are being kidnapped. This is all Border Patrol verified. and people were dying crossing that Rio Grande's got some really tricky undercurrents. So tricky that when they were looking for the Texas National Guard's body, the missing hero that died trying to save, which turned out to be a illegal who was smuggling drugs, woman. They had to call off the search for the body. I mean, we have divers down there that are like Navy divers that are, pardon the language, badass people. They had to call off the dive because that Rio Grande, when you see those people crossing with the water up to their chest or neck, it's dangerous. Okay, so let's see what else we have. Germany is trying to get off of Russian oil. They're restricting drivers. They are sending anti-aircraft weapons, but they don't want people to know, so you don't have to spread that. Publicly, Germany, because I think they're afraid that Russia could bomb them too with a nuke. Obviously, they're close. But they are sending weapons. They're saying they're not going to send weapons, but they've sent anti-aircraft weapons. So Russia has really lost its capability to, with its current military. I mean, they are really in bad shape. But they're throwing more people and bodies towards that fight in eastern Ukraine. They're trying to carve out eastern Ukraine so they can have a land bridge, meaning all land right to Crimea that they've taken over. So you can walk literally from Russia right to Crimea. That's called a land bridge. Okay, I'm not trying to be silly. I'm just trying to explain it. Anyway, pray for the people. There's a lot going on. The Russian military, when they make their tanks and weapons, they don't have a lot of spare parts. That's another problem. Why? I mean, that's kind of ding dong dumb. Why? But, you know, who knows? So we're going to know in 2 weeks what's really happening as far as with this Eastern Ukraine situation. We're going to know more. One of the generals that is giving updates has not been circulating around. I don't know if he's on vacation or what, but he really tells the truth about the fight. Also, General Petraeus does too. He was on last night saying that the Russians have advanced in off Kharkiv into successful advance into Mykolaiv, and then in the south. So pray, people, pray, and don't forget, book your vacations. Talk to your local government officials. Get the potholes fixed. Tell them, you know, what you need, what's going on in your life. They represent us, okay? I know we have corrupt. Look, Ukraine is a corrupt country, but so is the United States of America. So is Russia, so is China. We got crooks and criminals everywhere, so. But innocent civilians shouldn't be dying, okay? I think we can all agree on that. And we got to rid out our we got to take out our trash here too, just like Ukraine and any other country needs to as well. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Talk to you soon. 8 minutes. Bye. News it or lose it.